And come to the massive guys, we are finally back again for the very second reaction video of this Mystelics reaction, guys. The very first one will be where in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So definitely check that out right there at the end of this video. And of course, with that said, big up the Mystelics YouTube family for definitely jumping by and saying Mystelics we in the building, as well as the newcomers and the people peeping in. Come on in, brothers and sisters. Welcome you guys right there. If you want to become a part of the Mystelics family, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come from. Do what? Click the bell when you subscribe, brothers and sisters. Click subscribe, click the bell, or click all as well. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that right there. And then hopefully you guys enjoyed the previous reaction I did. And of course, we are getting to the vibrations that I actually mentioned in the last reaction video. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it right there. And you will understand the whole situation for which is taking place. Go ahead, run the thing.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Catherine Samuel Harris. I am the mother of Serena Harris. For those of you who are aware, she came second in the 2020 National Assessment Exam.
So the grade 6 exam.
During this time, however, we had a pandemic, and as a result, there was no national youth rally both that year and the following year. In 2022,
last year,
this was the first year that the youth rally was held since the pandemic. At that rally, awards were given for the past 3 years, namely 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Makes sense.
While listening to the youth rally, I heard the announcement of names being called to give the awards for the top performers of the...
So let me get that straight. Let me go back a bit.
While listening to the youth rally.
So you were not there. So that means you did not get an invite, and I'm guessing that your little one who is by you did not get an invite either. Which is interesting. Let's continue.
I heard the announcement of names being called to give the awards for the top performers of the grade 6 National Assessment Exam. It started with 2020. I heard the first name called. Then I had someone else called for both the second and the third places. So
in other words, the first name was called, then somebody else, the second and the third individuals who were the top performers for the 2020 grade 6 examination were not actually the individuals who made the top 3 positions, because they normally call first, second, and third. And they're hearing somebody else's name being called for the second position, which is supposed to be her right there, and somebody else's name is being called for the third position, which is actually somebody else rather than the top 3. So the top 1, yes, the top 2 and top 3 positions were not actually the top 2 and top 3 positions. Interesting stuff.
At that time, I was quite taken aback. I kept on listening. I was wondering what was going on.
We actually have the video of that, guys, of 2020. When this happened, 2020, this happened in 2022, and they're calling the grade 6 assessment for 2020. Take a listen.
Okay, the next category of awards, grade 6 National Assessment Awards. Okay, so this will also be presented by the Minister of Education, Honorable Octavia Alfred. Top grade 6 National Assessment students, 2020.
2020, so 2020.
Anila Birmingham.
So this is Anila Birmingham right there. If I look at the actual sheet, I can see her name right there. Anila Birmingham, as you can see right there. That is the first one. Let me make this thing bigger for you guys to see. Top 5 performing students right there. So Anila Birmingham of St. Martin's thing. Okay, so this is her. Great. Moving along.
The next award goes to Jerusha Olivachi.
Jerusha Olivachi. Do you see any Jerusha Olivachi there? No, I don't see them there. I don't see. But they're giving Jerusha Olivachi award for coming second.
The next award goes to...
Well, they said the next award. Interesting.
Jerusha Olivachi. Congratulations.
So this is Jerusha Olivachi, apparently. but she's not on the top list.
Delando Sorrendo.
Delando Sorrendo is the next one, but there's no Delando Sorrendo there. This is Delando's what is his name again? What do you say?
Delando Sorrendo.
Delando Sorrendo. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, the students, I mean, we've seen this thing right there, right? This was plastered all over the place. There was even this one as well, where if you decide, okay, I make a mistake or something like that, I go on top, I see Aniela there. I don't see none of the second and third names that they call, so they are not even in the top 5. So my question here is, why on earth are they even there? St. John's Primary as well, even there. So why on earth are these folks getting awards and they have not even made the top 5? Now I remember this particular situation when they started calling people. I say maybe these guys were doing something extra, and you know they were probably in sports or something like that. So I remember during that time I was wondering, but aren't these people, you know, supposed to be, you know, getting something, or maybe they have done something additional? That's why they call them. So I'm not really sure why they call them though, when the names were not there at all. These are the top 5 performing students for 2020. They named the schools. 2020 grade 6 national assessment results was presented today at a press conference. Congratulations to the following school: Pioneer Prep, Convent, yeah, so blah blah blah. And then you have the top 5 students, Aniela, Serena, which is actually this girl that you see right there, this girl in the thing. And then the others, I'm kind of confused in this regard, guys. I'm kind of confused. Why didn't they give the second and third? Now you might be saying, okay, maybe they had they were doing additional stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they were doing sports or something like that, you know, and maybe they had great community service, or maybe they saved a baby's life or something. I don't know. But there was nothing of that mention. But in fact, we saw this thing right there. So people actually pointed this very same situation out, stating, make that make sense. Even the newspaper got it right when it indicated. So this is Anela right there, guys. And then they also have the other folks who actually made the top 5. The top 5. This is St. John's right there. St. John's did not make the list. This is the very girl that we are talking about, Serena. Serena right there. And then the others as well. So how on earth did these folks end up getting an award? Guys, can you explain this to me? Because I find it very interesting right there. They're not on the top 5. Are they on the top 10 list? I don't know if they're on the top 10 list. I didn't get the top 10 list. But what on earth is going on right there? So you think that they will rectify this and they will require that the names, you know, this thing be thing? Even this person right there, get the facts right. Jerusha Olivachi and Delano Sorrendo did not come second and third in the grade 6 national assessment. Correct this. Do not rob the RIC awards of their glory. The real awardees, or do not rob the real awardees of their glory. I think that's a good statement to make. Now, on the basis of them calling names, guys, I noticed that they weren't saying, they only said the first place for Anela.
The next category of awards will also be presented, Honorable of Top Grade 6 National Assessment Students 2020. Anila BrBpTV.
Oh, so they didn't call this. Oh, so it's interesting that they did not call first place, second place, third place in this one. So you say, okay, maybe they made the top 10 or something. But then there's this photo as well of the very Delani Sorrendo partner. And whoever is telling congratulations is then, you know, huge congratulations to my handsome prince. I'm guessing that's the mother, for being awarded today at the National Youth Rally at the top 10 performer. As a top performer in the grade 6 national assessment held in 2020. And whoever stated, and then Rona thought it could steal our shine. So proud of you, my Didi. But then I'm seeing this thing right there as the third place for the top grade 6 national assessment student 2020. But that is not true, because the third place will go to the St. John's girl. Who is this girl right there? It's literally written right there, Kelani Baron of St. John's Primary. And then you have you have the actual sheet right there, Aniela Serena, which is the girl. And then so what is actually going on? Because he did not come out the third position. Neither did the second the girl come out in the second position either. She did not come out in the second position either. So I think it's quite unfair when it comes down to this situation right there. And on the basis of the others, listen to how they pronounce the others. They will state in first place, second place, and third place for the 2021. Listen.
Grade 6 National Assessment Students 2021. In first place, we have Dominica Paul.
That's Dominica Paul.
In
second place,
Alian Toussaint.
That's Alian Toussaint.
In
third place,
Krista George. Former pupil of the St. Mary Top Grade 6 National Assessment.
That's for 2022.
2022. In first place, Danelle Ferrara.
That's her.
In second place, Jonathan Theophile. His father will receive his award on his behalf.
And then
finally, we have Michaela Horsford.
So they did not say third place in this one. However, in the initial one, they never stated anything like that.
Birmingham. The next award goes to Jerusha Olivache. Congratulations.
And then
Delando Sorrendo.
So they didn't even say next award, Delando Sorrendo. So I'm guessing there's some kind of interesting scope behind there. But what is the fishy part in this whole thing apparently is that the third place, in accordance to what actually happened, is Kelani, yet still he's the one who got it. So this is why we are here today.
After the youth rally, we proceeded to go to the curriculum units to inquire what had transpired. And upon arriving there, we met with one of the secretaries who indicated to us that the other officials were still at the rally.
Now guys, before I continue right there, I know you might be thinking, but this has passed, and you might be saying, boy, grade 6 assessment doesn't mean nothing to actual reality and this kind of things. But I'm thinking, if people work hard, right? If people work hard, and you normally award the top 3 individuals who work hard in the grade 6 assessment exams, and yet still they are not the ones getting awarded, I think that can also mean something to them. So this is why I'm thinking the mother and the father, I'm guessing the father is on the other side. I'm thinking this is why they are trying to bring light to the situation. Because, I mean, you shouldn't just let that just go. It's not a Vice story. You gave the awards to somebody else, to 2 other people who are not even on the top 5 list. And that shouldn't be at all.
Upon exiting the premises, we encountered one of the officers whom I knew, was familiar with, and we engaged in conversation because he realized that something was wrong. While talking to him, Mr. Gist had just arrived, so he parked his vehicle and he joined in the conversation. While we were talking, Dr. Blaze, at that moment, was coming from his office, and he too joined in the conversation. So basically, 4 of us were there talking. I explained to him what had happened, that names that were called at the youth rally for 2020, the second place and the third place were incorrect.
Yep.
And Dr. Blaze assured us that the matter will be dealt with, and a press release would be put on to rectify the matter.
No, they're talking about rectify the matter, yet still we are here. I mean, this video was released yesterday from my understanding. Well, when I saw it, I think it was yesterday, yes. This video was released yesterday, and on the basis of this video being released yesterday means that this was not rectified yet. Now, the question I must ask, based on the individuals who got the awards, since they were not the second and the third place individuals who were supposed to actually receive the awards, my question here is, did they then take back the awards from them? Or if you rectify the situation and the second place and the third place, which is not Serena or Kenny Lee, these are the second and third positions for 2022. Since they were not the ones who received the awards, are they going to recant the awards that they gave to the other folks in 2020? The last youth rally for 2020, are they going to recant it because you gave the awards to the wrong people? I'm guessing this is the father of her idea. Let's continue.
Told that the matter would be rectified when, because that week, this was a long weekend, when the following came.
And they also got checks as well. So are they gonna take back the money for the individuals who received second and third place? And they give it to her or something?
And from the 7th, I didn't hear from anyone. And I was wondering what was happening. Then on the 8th,
so after they told you they're going to rectify the situation, that did not happen. You were not hearing from anybody.
I proceeded to make contact with the PS again to find out what's
going on
happening. She told me that they had recognized the error and they're in the process of procuring a plaque so they could present her in a formal setting with the award.
And I'm guessing because this thing is there, that had not happened.
That happened on the 8th. I also wrote to the minister and told her that given what she had stated, I have not heard from anyone and there was no communication from neither the curriculum department either.
So as she's talking to guys, you know what is passing through my mind? I'm thinking of the present regime, which I believe is incompetent. They are very incompetent. And now we have this thing going on to the education sector, where these people are not getting redressed for their error, or their quote-unquote error. You know these were the wrong set of people. You agreed that it was a mistake. From your end, you said it was a mistake, but it doesn't look like it was a mistake at all. Because if up to today, they are out there talking about this situation which has not been rectified, which is supposed to be rectified publicly, and they are here today on M1 who's talking and saying, hey guys, this is what is happening and we need to bring this out to the public. I mean, doesn't this show a level of incompetence as well? Well, you expect incompetence to breed incompetence because that is all we've seen. And a number of persons might say, oh, this is Mystelics, you thought say this kind of, but it's true. You want me to lie for you? One thing you'll never find me doing on this here reaction video, you will never find me lying to none of. I don't afraid nobody, you know. Oh, you know I don't afraid nobody already. So I will not lie to nobody. Anyways, let's continue.
Because the PS at that time, I didn't get a response from the minister. However, the PS responded, and again.
But I'm finding it interesting. But it was plastered all over the place. The newspaper had it. I mean, social media had it. A number of even people on social media were commenting and say, rectify that. Rectify it. How on earth then do you? It's kind of like scaring them or saying they didn't get the letter a whole month after they got the letter from Byron, what is his name? From Dennis Baron or whatever is his name. So apparently, or they didn't get the memo, even though the whole thing was on social media, or they didn't get the memo neither. Sounds kind of interesting, don't it? Some fishy business may be going on. Who knows?
She assured us that they were working on it and it will be dealt with. Time elapsed, and we are patiently waiting that we're giving them, they have recognized their error and we're giving them an opportunity to get that error rectified as promptly as possible.
Oh, will they rectify that error in 2023, November 3rd? Did they say anything like that? Okay, we admitted we were wrong, and in November 3rd, 2023, we'll bring her back on stage and rectify that situation. Was anything like that done? Or was that, well, she said nobody was responding to her stuff except the secretary or whoever she mentioned it. Anyways, let's continue.
And about the 14th of November, Mr. Gist, who is the assistant chief, delivered a letter to me at my workplace And the letter indicated their level of apology.
I know, right, guys? First time I seen that, you know, guys. First time I'm seeing this clip in its entirety. I've never reached this far. I must be honest. I edited the first part where it actually was making sense, where I could put in the other clips from the 2022, 2021, and 2020. So that's what I did. But I never saw this other part right there. This is the first time we're actually reacting to this together.
And assured us again that the matter would be rectified promptly. And they were really sorry that she had to undergo such an experience. But there was no set date as to when they said that the matter.
That is the key here. When people are doing or saying things to you guys, ask them for a date. And when they don't give you a date, that means most likely they're not trying to do it anytime soon. I mean, Magwesa, you could tell. I mean, that could be an easy solution. We are sorry for our error. In November 3rd, 2023, the next youth rally, we will indicate to her, we will put her on thing, and we will double the amount of money that we were gonna give her. We will double it because it's our error. We need to fix our dirty ways. Not true. The Minister of Education and the individuals involved in the education system, we need to fix our dirty ways, and we will double the check. If she was getting $200, she will get $450. Well, that is more. She will get $400, man, and she will get probably a bigger thing, you know, and so forth. True or false, guys? You think that would make? I think if I was the minister in charge and I see that is an actual error myself, instead of or if it wasn't something that we did to sidetrack and think nobody would notice, so we decide to award this to other individuals because maybe their parents are our best friends or whatever is happening there, or we related, or who is God more than Godfather, who knows what is going on there. We decide to award them instead and put them out. It's our error. We're saying it's our error, and we would, you know, compensate in that regard, doubly check, and also bring forth to her, make her come on the stage. No, but nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Well, when you don't have people that are thinking properly, that's what you expect to happen. You think I have faith in the education system in Dominica? Boy, thank God we're making it there. I tell you, when people go overseas, at least there's youth. When people go overseas and they get the opportunity, they're trying their best. They're studying like they never studied before because they don't want to come back Dominica. It's not like they couldn't study their best in Dominica, you know, guys. They study. I know people that leave Dominica and go school, and when they share me their GPA, I frightened because I check in you what was happening to you in Dominica and what happening to you overseas. It's two completely different people. I never knew you had the capabilities to do, but you apply yourself where you had the opportunities. And that is the thing I think we're lacking in Dominica. We are lacking opportunity for the young ones to apply themselves so they can take advantage of opportunities. But when you're doing things like this, what do you expect? What do you expect now? Hopefully at the end of the term they give her a scholarship to go over and study. That would be in place too. Of course, because she did well. And all she has to do is maintain, and we'll say, okay, if you can maintain this, we'll offer your scholarship to go and study in Grambling. Full scholarship, everything. You don't have to worry about if you would be kicked out or whatnot. Full scholarship. That would at least show that you care. But that doesn't look like you show like you care when the mother and father have to come and be on social media talking about your fault. Boy,
Would be rectified.
Well, you good, boy.
They said in the near future. This was open, so I'm not sure what the near future meant. I guess they would have known. That was on the 14th. On that same day, from the 7th, the minister responded, and she was quite surprised to know that the matter had been dealt with, because if I may use her exact words, she said, "What you telling me, Diana?" So,
you see, incompetence. Incompetence.
I told her yes.
Maybe not the minister incompetent. Maybe she passed the word or he passed the word and say, okay, organize this for this person. Organize that, and maybe the people working under that minister, they themselves are incompetent. But look, at that place that way is incompetence upon incompetence, and you have a leading incompetence expecting to have competence in the place. Come on.
And I also told her the same day that she responded, that was the day I received the letter from Mr. Gist. So she said she had spoken to the chief and the PS. The following day I told her we have been beyond patient with the Ministry of Education in allowing them some time to put the matter to rest. And I tell her and that matter should have been put to rest already.
Long time.
Her response was indeed. That was around the 16th of November. At that time, I still didn't hear from anybody else. I was a bit impatient, I would say.
Of course.
So on the 18th of November, I wrote to the PS because she had originally said that they were putting the plaque in order. And I was not hearing from them, so No,
the thing with Dominica, sometimes when they say things, you have to take it with a grain of salt. I mean, the very Prime Minister is like that. When the Prime Minister says something, you take it with a few. Matter of fact, take it with a cup of salt. Because you know the Prime Minister is like this. When you hear this like this, what do you expect now? What do you expect?
I again wrote to her and expressed my disappointment in the manner in which they were handling the situation.
As you should.
And she responded by saying to me that they are in the process of making the plan, and if I don't believe I can check for myself. And then
I would go and check for myself. I would go.
She said she got word that I received the letter. I think it was about the 7th, so I told her no, I got the letter on the 14th. She also told me that Ms. Candy Robinson, who is the senior curriculum officer, she also got information from Miss Robinson that she had contacted both myself and my daughter, and she had spoken to her daughter. And I had to tell her I never heard from Miss Robinson, and that was that information.
You know, sometimes when you're in trouble as a co-worker and you decide you want to appease your employer or whoever, so you come and lie to them. I don't know if that's the case. Somebody lying there. Somebody's definitely lying and blatantly lying, like the greatest liar there is. Satan, somebody. Oh, well, you're getting influenced by Satan regularly, man. What is this? Anyways, let's continue.
It was inaccurate, given that I never received any phone call from Miss Henderson.
Maybe somebody else she call, man. Maybe somebody else with your name she call and the person answer, and maybe the person pretend, okay, oh, you have a check for what? We're creating black. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Miss Robinson, sorry. Okay, time passed, and she said the matter is being dealt with by the chief. So the chief will communicate with me. And this was the last communication that was on the 18th of November I had with the PS. And I realized time was passing, and it appeared as if nothing was going to be done to rectify the matter. Unfortunately, we had to seek legal counsel.
Hey.
So we spoke to our lawyer is Miss Cara Shillingford Marsh.
All you will win. All you will win. Big up Cara Shillingford Marsh one time. Big up Cara.
And we visited her office and relayed the story of what had transpired. We decided not to send them a letter yet, but to give them some time just to see if the matter would be rectified. After about a week, we noticed nothing had happened. So about the 22nd of December, a letter was sent to the Ministry of Education
from the lawyer
by Miss Shillingford,
of course,
asking to indicate a specific date that they were going to present the award, given that they had already given me the assurance that they would present the award, not just present it, but present the award in a formal setting.
As they should.
They responded to indicate that the award will be presented by the 13th of January.
13th.
Again, the 13th of January came, and we were waiting. Unfortunately, at that time, Miss Shillingford was on medical leave, so we waited to see what would have happened. Then about I think it's the 26th, there's a Wednesday, last Wednesday, Mr. Giss, last Tuesday, sorry, Mr. Giss,
so they lied. They lied. Because it didn't happen on the 13th.
Visited me at work with 2 invitations. And these 2 invitations he said they're going to do the presentation tomorrow at my daughter's school.
Boy, hey. Let me continue.
So I said tomorrow because it came about, it was just about 1:30.
Nah, man, I have to stop that. So the 13th, it was supposed to happen. Nothing happened on the 13th. And the date, she said last Tuesday, maybe it's Tuesday that passed there or something, because no, last Tuesday, last week, that was actually going to happen. They brought a letter to you for the matter to be handled the next day. So even if you had plans next day, who knows what you had next day? You have enough ample time to change your plans. Who knows? You see what I'm talking about, guys? So when I say things, it's not mistake I make it. It's not mistake. Oh, look.
Afternoon. And I said, maybe you're coming now, the invitation and the ceremony is tomorrow. I asked, did you read the letter from the lawyer? He said, yes, they did. And he said, remember that one of the conditions for giving the award was that it would be done in the presence of the media. If I may backtrack a bit, when Mr. Geese came to me on the 14th, I remember asking, because that was one of the biggest questions we had, why did that happen? Because I really wanted to understand, like, what could have caused that to happen.
Yeah, especially when all the names were actually there. I mean, Magwesa, how on earth you end up with two names that not even on the top 5? I understand if you make a mistake, 4 and 5 end up in 2 and 3. I understand, but they're not even in the top 5 and they get 2nd and 3rd. Really?
And he told me that there was a glitch in the system and shifted names around.
So a glitch that shifted the names around and they're not even in the top 5. A glitch in the system and all. So all you couldn't say, let me go for the official report. A glitch in the system. So we couldn't go for the official report. We had to go on the system instead of the official report.
I was a bit puzzled because I said to him, I remember saying to him, a glitch in the system and shifting names around. So I told him, but it didn't affect the first place.
Exactly.
Why is it that? But
then again, it could be the letter of the first one was A. But how you end up on Olivach? Why is the name again? Why is the name again? How you end up on S and K before? How you end up on? Why is the name now? Let me see if I find that. How you end up on J and D? Okay, say D. Maybe D. S and K. Okay, fine. Maybe arrange it in alphabetical order. But you had the D there. You had that one. How come that one didn't reach the top? What is his name? D-E-D-I. Okay, maybe it was rearranged. Maybe they had probably the whole list and it rearranged in alphabetical order. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's okay. Let's say all right. That making sense.
That is affected only the 2nd and the 3rd place. So this was kind of puzzling to me. But I'm not an ICT expert, so I couldn't draw any further conclusion. Rather, it still left me in a state of puzzlement, if you have to use that word. Because if there's a glitch for 2020, in my humble opinion, that glitch would affect all 3 students. It only affected the 2nd place student and the 3rd place students.
Maybe it is because of the alphabetical order. D and J. DJ. But H-I-J-K, J-K, I don't know.
Students. Now if we move forward, when he brought the invitation to me, I think it was the 25th, I don't use dates, I'm not 100%, it was last week, Tuesday, I read the 24th. I remember saying to him, the did you read the conditions? Because the conditions said in the presence of the media. He said, yes, the media will be there. I asked, which media? He said, the Ministry of Education media will be there to bring the ceremony live.
Guys, you know what? Let me cut it there because I'll put this link in the description below, guys. If you want me to continue reacting to the rest of this, because it's pretty long. If you want me to continue reacting to this, guys, make this video reach 250 thumbs up right there, and I'll continue reacting to this one tomorrow as well. So guys, this is where I concluded. I will leave this link in the description below so you guys can check out the full thing for yourself. And like I said before, if you want me to react to the rest of this, you know what you have to do. 250 thumbs up. Click the thumbs up button, brothers and sisters, in 24 hours, mark you, because if you want to me to react to it tomorrow, it have to be done in less than 24 hours. You see me? Anyways, guys, if you want to stay over there, let me know your thoughts in this regard. Do you find this was a serious? Do you find this was serious, and especially in the rectifying situation? When I mean serious, do you think that what they stated was true? That there was an actual glitch? I mean, maybe it was arranged in alphabetical order or something like that, but I'm not seeing any of the name in the top 5. And this is the interesting part of the whole thing right there. It's not none of them in the top 5. So what are your thoughts, guys? Do you think it's a glitch, or do you think that they'll try to give the award to somebody else because maybe they have family members or somebody inside there who was, I don't know? What are your thoughts? What was the reasoning? What do you think was the reasoning behind this whole thing, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. And like I said before, make this thing reach 250 thumbs up, and I'll react to the rest of this thing right there. I will clip it out, and if you guys read it, if you guys reach the 250 in 24 hours, I will clip it and continue the rest right there. And I will definitely react to another one as well tomorrow. So guys, look out for that vibrations, and we'll see what's going on. There's another incident of somebody who's a minister apparently, who is apparently caught in some interesting dilemmas, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna be reacting to that one right there, so look out for that as well. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Give this video a thumbs up like I said before, and I will see you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. And check out the previous reaction video I did today on this here Mystelics reaction, and allow me the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And with that said,